Okay, wow. I just wanted to shoot a quick video because I got these new button boards in stock, and I want to give them a test to see if they work as well as I planned. Still the same fare of just kind of aligning it on these clips for the cart reader on the back. You just bump them up against these two plastic tabs that come on the side, clips or whatever they're called. And then, hopefully, if everything works as it should, I have vias. Let me see if I can get my light there. You can see these tiny little holes in each of the buttons. This is hopefully to prevent the use of any wiring at all. You just lay down a little bit of solder in there, flood it to the original pad on the motherboard, and then you don't have to worry about magnet wire going to any of the vias or anything like that. This should be a much better process. So I just want to give this a shot. I'm gonna do my best to show you how to do this. I'm getting a lot better at stripping the Gameboy Color motherboard. I'm pretty much speed running it at this point, removing all the unnecessary, superfluous junk. I'm just gonna get it lined up. Everything looks pretty good, but let me just make sure. I want to make sure that I can see the original gold pads through the via holes. That way I know everything's going to be lined up. I see the A, B, start, select, up, down, left, right pads through the vias, meaning that when I put solder in here, it should make contact to the original button pads. And then I have a little ground section here to get the ground fixed. Okay. Just to make sure it doesn't move too much, I'm just going to put some Captain tape around here. I just don't want it shifting at all once I start soldering. Just gonna pat it a little bit so it doesn't go rocking on me too much. Just a kneadable eraser. Okay. Just have those two right now. I don't want to go all the way into it yet. Now I'm just gonna check. Oh, you're struggling, I can tell. Okay. The autofocus is garbage. Okay, I'm not sure if anyone remembers, but in my Gameboy Pocket Color video, this via down here connects to the start button. And we have a connection, so that's good. Okay, one of these three. There you go. Got a connection to the start button. Check ground here. There's a bunch of ground planes I could check to make sure that the button isn't fouling. Not fouling, but is shorted prematurely to ground. So it looks like everything is working. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with the rest of these. B button, not shorted on. Anything else? A button. So right now there's no solder between this negative on the battery terminal and the ground, but they're butted up next to each other that they're hitting, so it's registering as ground. Just check here. Ground, 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 ground. Make sure nothing's shorted. Beautiful. The ground is already connected because they're butting up against each other, but it wouldn't hurt just to make it official. Look at that. Alright, so this is post-build. I want to get the system apart so I can show how the button board works with the on-screen display kit, the new IPS kit, which is the preferred screen at the moment because it's a little bit slimmer than the TFT. It also is a bigger screen, so I think that's pretty appealing to most people. So let me fold this open. So I have the zoom in maybe just a little bit here. Okay, so I have the button wires here going to button pads instead of, I think you'd normally connect them to either test pads on the motherboard or like vias, which can be extremely difficult to solder to. Sometimes you have to scrape away at the solder mask to get that to work. I just have my pads labeled here, so I don't even have mine connected the way that they would normally suggest, which is select A and B. I have select left and right. So in order to open up the, let me get that to focus. In order to open up like the on-screen display, I hold select and then just wiggle back and forth on the D-pad. And changing the like parameters of the screen is more intuitive that way than pressing A and B, left and right seems to work a little bit better for my use case, and changing the brightness levels and color palettes and all that stuff. So I have mine wired up the way I would like, but I wanted to show how easy it was to connect these things. And I also have the battery check hooked up. I left this open explicitly so that you could solder your wire to the battery section there. I'm not sure how well that works on a LiPo. It seems to always read full. So maybe I'll just play my Game Boy more and monitor it, see if it actually goes down. But I think this board will definitely help out with ease of use. And I hope my instructions on how to flow solder down into these vias here to connect to the lower button pads on the motherboard, I hope that's clear. If not, you know, visit me on Instagram. That's probably where I'm most present. Just send me either a message or put a comment out or something. I'll try and get back to you to help you out.